Okay, do you want, you go ahead and tell your piece and I'll pop in when I need to. So,
Okay, good morning. I'm Christy Jones, and I'm apparently the treasurer for the class.
y'all be thankful, because if she leaves,
so-
I'm following her.
So I took this job last year from Pat, Jenny Martin's mother, who's so precious, and taught me everything and did a wonderful job. And then I found out that they were shutting everything down, revamping everything, and going to go from what we used to do, use local banks. I mean, I don't know how many CBSs there are around the world, but let's just say 400. I don't know how many, but
I know we reach over a
think
million
about-
people, but yeah. I
think
don't know
about all
banks.
those banks that headquarters are dealing with. So anyway, they shut it down, and they're doing one bank. It's a global financial system. And we've been training all summer, learning this new system. So y'all, please just be patient with me, because I'm learning. But I think I've got most of it. But there are a few changes. There's one big change that you all will need to know and share with your core group leaders. But let me just check my notes and make sure I have everything. All right, we're going to start. For those of you that are new, you will be taking money for registrations and donations, basically all year. And when people register, there's two ways that they can register. One is online, and one is with a check. And when
You mean to pay to register?
to pay to register,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
When they pay to register, let's see, the one way they can do it is when they registered, they got a confirmation email. And this might have been back in the spring or the summer.
Let me give a caveat to that. When they register and I process them. If
Right,
they
okay,
sit
sorry.
on registration, they haven't gotten that payment link yet. It's when I accept them in the class and process them, then they get the payment link.
Right, so
Sorry.
they'll have to find that confirmation email, which might have been back in May. And on that email, there's a pay button to pay registration. And so that's one way they can pay the registration. Or they can bring, and if they can't find that email, they can let Ramey know, or me know, or anybody, the core leader, let you all know, and you can let Ramey know. She can resend that email so they can get.
And it's very easy. I mean, I literally have a button that says resend payment link. Click, it's done. Like, I don't have to put in their email address or anything. So that's very important. If they can't find, I wouldn't be able to find the email from last spring. So
Yeah.
if they can't find that and they need it, just tell me and I'll resend it to them.
And this is the same as last year. There's
That part's
nothing
the
different.
same.
That's all the same. I'm doing that the same way. Then registrations by check, that's the same way. They can just write a check for the $35, and then if they have children, they might register them and
They
add that in the
have to
check.
put their phone number on the check.
Yes,
Please, please, please remind them of that.
yes. If they could put their phone numbers, and y'all did a great job last year reminding them. And so just keep reminding them of that. Okay, here's the big change, and I am just the messenger, y'all. I really am. But yes, so CBS Global is working to go cashless. It's probably going to happen in the next year or two. We have talked and talked and talked, and just because of the laborious way and just the costly way, just what it would cost us to collect cash, we have decided that it's best if we go cashless this year. I know I know it sounds like we're going to lose money, but let me explain to you the reason why, because you're going to be asked about this. Every time we get cash, I have to go to the bank and convert it to a money order. They do not accept cash. So I have to go to the bank and convert it to a money order. I have to make sure that individual's name and phone number are on that money order. So if I have 20 money orders, I have to go to the bank and do a money order for each individual person, and it might take 3 to 5 minutes to do each money order. And we, the CBS group, has to pay for the money order.
Each individual money order.
So, and money orders,
You're talking just cash.
just
not a
cash.
check.
Right.
No, not a check. Checks were good. We're just going cashless because we have to pay for the money orders that we get. They can cost anywhere from $1 to $3 per money order, and that will come out of so we're losing money when we accept cash. And It's just a lot of work, and we cannot use the cash that was donated to pay for the money orders. This is something that is part of the new system, but we have debit cards now that the servants team is using to pay for everything.
They're like preloaded debit cards, and we work off of that down to zero.
So I can't use the cash that was donated to pay for these money orders. I would every week have to drive over to Ramey's, get the debit card, buy all our money orders, drive back. So we're losing money on it, and it's just a lot of extra time. And so we've just decided, since they're going cashless anyway, this is probably going to happen next year, or our group is so big, we just need to go ahead and do it. So I apologize for those of you that have group members that love to bring cash, but they can go and get their own money order if they want. They are welcome to do that if they want to use their cash they can go do that.
Because they can bring that money order, and it will act like a check.
Yes.
And they can put that in the offering envelope.
Or they can write a check. So let me just make sure I have gone over everything. So donations. Okay, so that's registration. The donation checks. Again, remember that they need to have their phone number on it, and that's so they connect their phone number so they can get a tax receipt. If their phone number is not on it, they don't know who to connect it with.
And the electronic payment is the way they want us to encourage the women to do it. Anybody that's willing to do it, that's what they want. It is zero work for us if they do that, because once it's electronically done, it electronically shows up on Fisher. It's done. There's nothing for us to process. So, but we are still doing the checks. But
Ramey, would you repeat that? Your preference is that they get what?
that they do it online, that they pay online. That is the preference of CBS. But we will still take checks, and then the cash. If they want to give cash, they have to go get their own money order and bring that in. Vicki?
So donations are also separately from.
Yeah, we're getting to that. Yep.
But you can, go ahead. Yes?
Are we on a sheet? Are y'all going off of a sheet?
No,
right
that's section 5 that's coming on
got
the
it.
First Leaders Council. We're gonna give y'all some points, but then we just want to explain it to you. But we're trying to make sure that we have this document correct, because she has been in trainings and webinars, and got more webinars coming. This has been a massive undertaking for CBS to change this whole financial system and the way it works. And so just be patient with us on this.
The good news is the only change for y'all is just we don't take cash. Like, you don't have to
Most
worry
of the
about any other
changes are for
changes.
her.
Yeah, they're really for me. Everything else is the same. Do we want to go over that or no? Because that's
Yeah,
where we are
so-
now.
Okay, so if you get out your cell phones real quick, and if you have a break, or we can help you after training day is over, but if you look at your cell phone and go to your app store. It's just called Community Bible Study, right? Okay. And in your app store, you search community, which search button is the little magnifying glass down at the bottom. And if anybody needs help, raise your hand and we can
I'll
help.
help. Same way,
But
help.
if you just type in Community Bible Study, an app will come up with the two fish in the circle. That's our symbol.
Anybody need help?
Okay, if you click yes on that, and then it will prompt you to move through, and then that's a really easy way for giving. So if they wanna give online, they can give through that. So we can certainly, we've got a couple minutes, we can look at that, but if we move into
When you give, so like you're donating through this app,
yes,
does it give you the local or global options?
so,
If you could get that one.
where Christy,
Yes.
do we still have we don't have like local children's, all that, is it just global now? The choices of,
Yep, it was global. It's like one big fund now.
yeah.
So it's
you
global?
You don't have to choose a whole bunch of different, but is there a
For
separate
children's.
button for Israel?
There is.
Okay.
Yes. Which we will go over all that. We're just trying to get them to do the app right now. Anybody need help? Raise your hand. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Click on that one. How do you download the apps on this? I don't know.
Because I downloaded mine when I got to the server.
Is this the App Store?
Okay, did we go back to your app store?
You know what? I'm gonna give it to Jenny. Jenny, where is Jenny? The lady in the black shirt, you probably know. She's at Techie, the one in the black shirt.
She's on
If
Google.
you're not intending to download it, maybe the services room, so you may have to play with it at home. If we're gonna have to move on to other things, but
She's on a
Kristen's here to
different
answer questions.
phone. Do you know how to get it on?
She's a great resource. She has done all the trainings, all the webinars, all the things. And like I said, we will bring you September 3rd for very first Leaders Council, a document with good bullet points that lay out all of what we've said. So you don't have to remember anything we just said. We just wanted to explain to you that it's changing and you know why, because sometimes it's easier to explain to the women when you know why it's happening, but it's about the whole global banking system in this world, and that's beyond any of our control. So, Delane, are you coming back up next, or are we going to Kelly?
We're gonna go to Kelly.
Okay, all right, so I'm gonna pass it on to Kelly now, and if you have trouble, you can come see me and Christy at this table back here during break time, or during lunchtime, or after training, or whatever. We're happy to help.
Susan. Oh. You would like to okay. Susan, actually, Susan.
Oh. Susan, that's you.